A regional challenge is achieving peace in Yemen. This report has more.
Regional countries now have the opportunity to lead Yemen peace talks as the end of the 8-year battle approaches. Following a series of conversations between Saudi Arabia and Iran, made possible in part by China, a settlement to the dispute seems in sight. In April, a year after a UN-mediated truce, Saudi Arabia suggested peace talks between the Houthis and the Yemeni government. Earlier this month, Houthi leaders and Saudi officials met in public for the first time in Sana'a. This was followed by a prisoner swap involving around 900 prisoners. The proposed peace agreement, which will be negotiated during 2 6-month ceasefires, is expected to include a transition of 2 to 5 years, followed by a referendum on the issue of southern Yemen, even though nothing has been implemented yet. The first ceasefire will focus on economic incentives, such as paying government wages, assessing the Central Bank of Yemen, opening highways, and expanding ports and airports. Political discussions will then take place during the second truce. Saudi Arabia's main goal is to secure its border with Yemen. It will not want to be the sole payer of Yemen's reconstruction, which the Houthis estimate will cost $30 billion. But instead, the focus is on developing strategies that have been used by foreign development donors in unstable and conflict-ridden regions. Since the conflict began in 2014, the parties to the conflict, the UN and major states have all failed to hold rights abusers accountable. In 2022, the warring parties agreed to a 2-month truce negotiated by the United Nations. It included an agreement to halt all offensive military activities, as well as to allow fuel ships to access Hodeidah ports and to resume commercial flights from Sana'a International Airport. The truce was renewed twice and ended in October. And despite the truce, violations continued, and key provisions to protect civilians were not included.